Today we are taking a quick look at the Ghost of Tsushima, big new expansion. The directors cut the new Iki Island area and added story and gameplay. And quest is what I am really excited about here. Before we jump in, just so you know, this footage is captured on PS5 and is spoiler free. I mostly only show the opening hour of the expansion content, just a heads up. But before we get into it, it is worth pointing out the full release director's cut version of the game. That includes everything. It is available on PS4 and PS5. If you are like me and you already played Short Ghost on PS4, the whole upgrade path can be a bit annoying. But let me break it down. If you own Ghost on PS4, you can upgrade to the Director's Cut PS4 version for $20. If you own Ghost on PS4 but you want to upgrade it to the PS5 version with all of the new content, it is $30 all in. The base games actually are patched with a few quality of life improvements and stuff, but they access a lot of the PS5 upgrade features and stuff like the Japan's voice acting lip syncing. Yeah, go take pay up. I don't like being piecemealed for something like DualSense control support and haptic feedback. I just want to point that out up front. A lot of people are either confused about their pricing structure or B, just not happy with the pricing overall. And I totally think a lot of it is valid, but for me personally, so the rest of it. The new content and some of the stronger graphical fidelity. I'm all about it. Now if you have not played Ghost of Tsushima at all, now after all of this is absolutely the time. The director's cut is best version of the game objectively. Like when we are talking about all the added content, and on PS5, yes, it does look somewhat better. I mean, look at it here in the video, smoother frame rates, even if that's not technically new. Also, I gotta say, man, don't worry if you don't have a PS5, this game still looks good either way. And if you have a TV that supported HDR, man, this thing has been like my definitely HDR game since it released. Also, this is great time to visit the game because I want to go on record. It is actually simpler than how it is being handled with other games. I'm looking at you, Final Fantasy VII. So you get this whole new area, Iki Island, to load into separately. You can find the missions on your map on the coast of Tsushima, and it is a quick missions. And then you have the ability to go there and get on a boat and start a whole new adventure that feels nicely in science. With everything else going on, and Jin's character and Warzone, the island like Tsushima is also occupied by Mongol forces, but a bit of different breed of Mongol. They follow a cult-like leader known as the Eagle, who uses the hallucinogenic poisons to strike fear into the hearts of local citizens and control his soldiers. Now, with this Mongol group, you encounter a couple of new enemy variations, most notably a shaman. They do a chanting thing that hypes up other enemies and makes them attack relentlessly. It can make things challenging, but also really messy and annoying. There are a lot more combat scenarios, so with tons of enemies this time around, and greater challenge, as enemies change up their weapons a lot and are just kind of always surrounding you. This is fine, of course, because for me combat is my favorite part of the game. It is not always maybe the most complicated, but it is a great badass simulator, and it is always fun managing stands and boring or doing some crazy Batman stuff, like with smoke bombs and throwing knives. I actually was kind of rusty because I have not jumped into Tsushima for almost a year, and I got messed up a lot at first. You might be able to see it here and there, and so that is just a warning if you are jumping into this. Maybe brush up on the main islet first. Also worth pointing out a big new addition: you can kill people with your horse. There is actually a horse charge ability. It might not sound like much, but it is really satisfying to crush so a bunch of dudes. It is a nice little change up, and it feels kind of nice with the DualSense feedback. Now Iki Island is closer to mainland Japan, but it is much smaller and here in the video game version. There are tons of biomes and environmental variety, like the main island. A lot of the exploration is boiled down to just more haikus, more hidden areas with more supplies. enemies, banners to collect, birds to follow, but they are also fun little airchill challenge now, and these cool animal sanctuary moments. A lot of the game in the story, but also just in the exploration of the environment itself, is about Jin reliving his past and coming to grips with old memories and skeletons in his family's closet. It is fun to see how the game plays around with those concepts, and to be fair, that is the better part of the overall thing. There is the eagle, bad lady and her Mongol followers, but that's all whatever, it's just more fodder. What's cool is learning about this place and Jin dealing with the uneasy alliance he has with the people of the island, and how it all concepts to his heritage. There are some neat little tricks in the presentation too that you don't see in the main game. Some storytelling things are really shaking up here in fun new ways. I think you like my video and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching and watch my next video.